Hey guys, this is Fishing the Panhandle here for your first video. I'm going to teach you how to use a bait caster. To use a bait caster, all it is practice. Whenever you use a lot of practice with a bait caster, you get really good. Well, to start off, you need this, which is the braking system, to be all the way on 10. And this, which is the drag, to be all the way locked down. Okay? To where the bait doesn't go out of the bail. See, watch. See how I push the button and it doesn't go anywhere? That's how you want it. So you'll just throw it, and whenever your magnetic drag system, which is the dial on the side, is locked down all the way to 10 or whatever number it goes to, it isn't gonna backlash. So what you have to do is you just have to practice like this. Just keep practicing, and then you'll get good with it. When you get good with it, like once you get the hang of throwing it, then you need to start practicing keeping your thumb on the spool. So like whenever you start off by keeping your thumb on the spool, and you'll throw it, and you just want to apply light pressure to it. Sorry about all that rambling, but you apply pressure to it whenever you throw it, and just keep pressure on it. Most people, whenever they start throwing a bait caster, they will panic and they'll slam their thumb on the bait caster spool. You don't want to do that. You want to take it and you want to set it on just a light feel of the spool. Okay? And then whenever you get good at keeping your thumb on the spool and not panicking and slamming your thumb on the spool, then you start you need to keep this on 10, dial on 10, and you need to loosen this up a little bit. Okay? And it should be falling just a little bit, not much at all, just falling just a little bit. So you want to just throw it out there. Remember, on this time, you need to have your thumb on the spool, like you were practicing. Because if you don't keep your thumb on the spool, you're going to backlash a little bit. So just remember to keep, just like you learned a minute ago, to keep your thumb on the spool, just lightly, very lightly, and then reel it in. I'll show you an example of a backlash just by throwing it out. Okay. So, see where all these lines are sticking out? You don't want that to happen. That's called a backlash or a bird's nest. If you have that happen, you have to put your thumb on the spool, apply pressure, and start pulling line off. Once you get the line off, then you should be good. I mean, once you get all the loops out, you should be good. Whenever you get done getting all the backlashes out, it should look like this. All looks well on the spool like it did at first. Okay? So you just keep practicing that. And as you get better, since you have this about halfway, you don't want to really loosen this up anymore. You want to start loosening this up. You just want to loosen it up one small click at a time, and then once you get good at throwing it that way, then you click it again. You do another click until you get really good and you get all the clicks down. And I keep it at about 4.5. I don't make it much lower than that, because then your line will go faster than your bait's traveling, and then you'll automatically backlash, and it'll be a really, really, really bad backlash, and you don't want that to happen, because if it's really bad, then you're gonna end up having to cut your line off. But just keep in mind, whenever you're doing a backlash, undoing a backlash, then you need to have patience. Whenever there's a loop hanging onto your line, you gotta take it, grab the loop, and makes a little V. You gotta grab the loop and pull it, and then you apply more pressure and you reel it, and then that part will come undone. And you just keep doing that to every little loop that happens like that, and then you'll get it all out. But sometimes it's so bad that you're gonna have to cut some line off. Whenever that happens, don't freak out, because if you have a full spool, then you should be good. So that's the end of this video with fishing in the Panhandle today, and thanks for watching, and subscribe and like the video.